So I'm gonna make a quick video of what I've done. I was gonna wait a couple days, but I'm gonna start making videos today. And it's almost the end of the day, and I will start again tomorrow. But I have pretty much spent a bunch of time plasticking off the windows, the openings. I painted that level. I need to get more of the correct white, because that's an ultra gloss, and then this is an antique white. Yeah, not the same. Yeah, I'm also getting the floor, pulling out some old rags. Yeah, doing some work in here, but obviously where I'm doing my actual work is in here, and every time I see these guys, they look like they've grown so much. Their wings, like they're trying to hop and flap around, and I think this one's got probably the most feathers. Starting to get his chest feathers, losing the neck fuzz. It's a bit of an attention chicken too. Give it that a lot of them like attention. Like as soon as I open this, they'll hop all over me, and I will. I'll get some of that in a minute, because I did just have one before starting this that had hopped onto my arm, got onto my shoulder, and then like crawled onto my back. And I tried to get down on the ground to like roll over so it would get off of me, but it refused. Every time I tried to roll and twist with them, she just kind of ran up and just literally stayed on the top of me until I got her back on my back, and then stood back up to where I got her pretty much right at the door, and she hopped right in. She had her fun, but was not interested in making contact with the floor here. If you watch the other videos, you'll know that this is actually my worm bin down here, which I changed to fresh. It's a heavy feed worm bin. Like, I just went through it and picked out all the worm castings. And then it's just a bunch of feed, a bunch of old bedding, and then all their new bedding on top of that. So the chickens have a fairly deep bedding before they would get down to them. So I don't expect them being able to get down to them while they're in here. But putting them over this, it just seemed save me space. I don't have to do anything with the worms, so it was, I don't know, it kind of worked perfect. And I was going to end up putting their bedding in the worm bin anyways, and this way it's literally all I'm going to do is add a layer on top of it, water it down, and just keep it going until I need to sift through the worms castings and the chicken poo, which will be in the chips and hay here, which the worms will eat through the chips and the hay, and the poo will kind of just mix in with the fertilizer that they're making. So I'm expecting a really good, rich soil with nutrients, you know. Can't think of the word right now. High nitrate level. Gardening soil. We are going to be putting this all on a timer, or at least the daylight lights on timers, just so they can be a little more regular, because I've been having issues sleeping lately. And I always make sure that they have enough food and water, so even like I fill that up, and they go through like half of it in a day. So honestly, like I could probably leave their food alone for 2 days, but just out of habit I feed it, fill it every morning. And then I have their start water, what they have in there a little, but they grew up so quickly, which is why I had to move them out of their old tiny brooder, and I got them the adult one. I think Ashley's finally coming. Just careful on the floor. It shouldn't leave any marks. It's just a little tacky still. So your prints will leave on the floor. The floor shouldn't come up on you. I was just saying to the camera what just happened to me is I had opened this and I had one of them jump on my arm and I tried to rotate and get her off and she refused to get off of me, so I went down to the ground trying to get her onto the ground. She refused. Every time I rolled she just kept climbing over, so she was always on the highest point.
Is that what you were laughing at?
Yeah. And so we're gonna open this and you'll probably get a small example of what happened to me. Because these are...
You want to come up?
They're extremely friendly.
Okay, lady.
I guess they were just laying down, getting ready to take a nap.
There we go. Just kind of got to get them interested and then they're open for business.
Come on, up. I know I don't have my coat on. Is that it? Is that what's bugging you?
There you go, Betsy. What's up now? What's up? Tweet, 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 tweet.
Get on my other shoulder.
Yes, now you're being camera shy. You're being camera shy now? Oh, she's thinking about it.
Is that camera?
Yeah.
Take my hat.
Picking at some pine on your hat. Oh,
Hey, you don't get up, you're gonna get knocked out the way.
Hey, here comes Miss Betty Jo to come get in the way.
I would hurry because this is not a comfortable position, girls.
Come on, Betty. There you go.
One or the other. Oh! Oh gosh.
Betty's on top.
I was not expected.
She just went for it.
Yeah, she did. Am I gonna get the other one on my shoulder?
She's like trying to go for your back.
Oh, I'm not
There you
surprised.
go.
I'm kind of hunched over.
Now try to stand up. Oh. Travis, the great chicken man. Ow.
I don't want to look up because I don't want them
Ow.
falling.
No, she is perfectly perched, but I'm afraid to let go of this cord.
Yeah. My head's also tilted forward.
It's extra Papa.
Sorry if the camera's a little wonky. Ashley's going to have to help me.
Come here, lady. Get you down first, Miss Betty. Betty Jo right here in the house. And up there I'm pretty sure we have Bonnie, that little fluff ball, who's now going to the top.
Bonnie, who's now on my head. Bonnie, you better. So, these girls are absolutely beautiful. They're getting all their feathers in, losing all their little fluff, getting their tail feathers in. They're just growing so quickly. Haven't had them very long.
Here, that's in my hand. My hand is not a place to roll around.
Sadly, would they lose their fluff and they kind of look they're cute, but they're funny. I mean, they're really cute when they're babies, and they've just kind of reached that cute/funny look. Babs here is a little... She's still got a bit of her fluff left, but at least when she doesn't extend her neck. And the one over there still got the most fluff, but she's hiding out in the red light. They like to use that swing as a weapon towards each other, I swear. Yeah, the issue with she's aiming for the head again. Pretty much the issue with opening the door is these birds I mean, they went up. They went their highest point, and they like climbing on us, which isn't too much of a problem. Except when it is. Not now, because we have no way of putting the camera.
Now I am the great chicken.